Welcome to Small Talk. My name is David Shaw. This coming weekend is an important weekend for our town of Reading, for we commemorate two major events. We have two significant and important anniversaries. On Sunday the 20th, we remember the brutal and violent stabbings of three people in Forbury Gardens: James Furlong, Joseph Ritchie Bennett and David Wales. How do you remember such horrible, horrific, violent events? Silence. Silence because that demonstrates respect. Silence because words are elusive. Sometimes words are inflammatory, and sometimes words can be careless and easily trip off the tongue. But silence isn't enough, just as silence isn't enough on Remembrance Day. For in the silence there needs to be a greater resolve, a firmer resolve to make a difference, to build communities where each person is valued and given the dignity that they deserve. Our local church, where I serve as minister, has a safeguarding policy, and our safeguarding policy begins with this. The Methodist Church, along with the whole Christian community, believes each person has a value and a dignity which comes directly from God's creation in God's own image and likeness. And after that theological statement, there are a series of commitments. So, as in Reading community, we believe these things, that people have value and dignity, but there is a commitment to work to create a community where these things take place. But as I remain in silence and think of James and Joseph and David, I need also to remember Kari Sadala, the man who committed those brutal and atrocious acts. For he too has value and a dignity which comes directly from God's creation in God's image and likeness. The second anniversary is the commemoration of 900 years of the founding of Reading Abbey. Reading Abbey was a Benedictine monastery. The monks then and the Benedictine monks of today still follow the rule of St. Benedict. So those who are called to serve in the Benedictine communities are told this: Benedict wants us to live harmoniously with each other. No one seeking what is best for themselves, but rather the best for all, always respecting the unique character of each person. This evolution of communities such as that happens when those men and women give themselves over to the grace and mercy of God. The two events that we will remember this weekend are linked not just by the date, not just by the place, but by the desire to form communities of hospitable and generous-hearted people. And this is achieved when lives are given over to God's grace and mercy.